Not gonna lie, I'm thinking about this game kind of like its movement tech, and like moving around in this game is incredibly satisfying. Don't get me wrong, I think it's wonderful. I wonder if they kind of, I don't really see the purpose to it aside from to just feel really cool while you do it. But I have to wonder, maybe they put it in as like an appeal to like hardcore gamers, like speedrunners. Like, oh, this game, you know, you can beat it in like 3 hours if you go at it at a normal pace, or if you like run like real hard and use like all sorts of like advanced movement tech, you could beat it in like 45 minutes or something like that. Like that would be a pretty smart move on the developers' parts to do something like that. Well, I don't know if they're doing that, but that would be one way that I can see a game potentially like upping its successfulness and upping the amount of mass appeal it has by appealing to like a bunch of different. Damn it! Give me some acorns. Good, there's tons. Alright, children. You learned it here from this video game. If you got a bunch of doors you need to open up in life, just shoot a bunch of energy into trees and get a bunch of acorns. Also, I need one more acorn to open up that door. Never mind, apparently I got more acorns after all. Well, I'm gonna use these golden acorns here. You can't stop me, Mother Earth, to open up your weird tombs. I don't know where this is taking me. I don't think that this is a required area whatsoever, but I'm still gonna go through it because it's probably got an upgrade. There it is. Excellent. And 2 medallions. Hell yeah. Got the gold Olympics and, I mean, the gold medal in Valleydom. Any more? Any more upgrades around here? I don't know what this is. Oh, I see. Right. Orange things, if you spray energy into them, unlock doors for you. Well, cool. Very nice. Got any more upgrades for me around here? No. Whoa. Okay, let's not do that. Yeah, this game is super duper relaxing. I hope you all are getting like some nice like chill vibes from this, because I'm just like, oh yeah, nothing bad can ever happen in this serene ass valley. Like, except for falling off a cliff. Aside from that, one potential deadly danger. Like, oh man, this is just like super chill, just running around like collecting acorns. How many games can you testify that like one of the goals is to just run around and collect acorns off of fallen trees? I submit that probably the only game I could think of would be Banjo-Kazooie, and I don't even know if that's true. I just know that Banjo-Kazooie, you just collected a whole bunch of shit everywhere. I'm having a really tough time trying to come up with a genre to classify this game as, though. Like, is this a puzzle game? Is this like a world exploration-y type of game? Sort of falls in line with those, that trend that we had a couple years ago where we had games like Seclus and Within a Deep Forest and stuff like that, where it was just very, very open-ended and very relaxed, very casual, and you were just supposed to, like, explore this world that somebody had put together for you. Like, I don't know if there's a name for that sort of genre. I don't even know if that is a genre. It's just, like, that's just what I'm immediately thinking of.
According to legend, the life seed is said to be a bringer of death on a global scale, splintering the earth into fragments. Such end-time scenarios are common across mythologies, from the apocalypse to Ragnarok. However, it's unusual for the event to surround a particular object, especially one acquired by mortals.
I forgot my train of thought. I was talking about... Ah, yes, genre. Yeah, so I immediately think of, like, those kind of, games where it's just about, like, there's not really, like, much to them aside from, like, there's this cool world and you get to walk through it, and there's, like, a couple puzzles all over the place that you need to solve. Like, I don't want to call it a walking simulator. It's sort of like a more like a proto-walking simulator, but also came out after a lot of walking simulators. I don't really know how to describe it. Not to mention the fact that walking simulator is a little bit of a derogatory term for those kinds of video games. So there is something to be said about that as well. But it's true, right? Like, there are certainly lots of games that are just straight up like walking simulators. Looking at you, dear Esther. Which is a game I talked about fairly recently with, I think it was, Keith, Sebastian SB. I was talking about Dear Esther, and I was just like, it's a game that I think I just played, like, way too late to appreciate. Because by the time I was playing Dear Esther games like, you know, Stanley Parable, that's the one I'm thinking of, and The Beginner's Guide had already been out and were very, very famous. And so by the time I played Dear Esther, I was just like, who the hell cares? It's just like you walk around an island and you hear, like, it's a really chilled out game where, you know, all you're doing is walking around an island, and then occasionally you hear voice clips of, like, a narrator being like, the life seed brings death. Oh, this game is kind of like a walking simulator. Well, whatever, I still enjoy it. But yeah, somebody in my chat has astutely pointed out that the life seed brings death. And that's kind of weird, right? Like, what? I picked up on that right away. I don't think I've really explicitly pointed out that, you know, that I get what they're going for. They're trying to go for, like, oh, this seed that allows you to control both life and death is, like, this artifact that will bring about, like, the destruction of mankind and, you know, stuff like that. And I buy it. It might even say it might have something to do with, like, I don't know, what if this game turns out to be an allegory about the Big Bang or, like, nuclear bombs or something like that? That'd be kind of cool. In fact, it doesn't even really need to be an explicit allegory. Like, I think it just kind of is one, whether the artist intended for it to be that way or not. Like, there's just something about this that just makes me think of, like, super weapons and militarization and stuff. The what? Ooh, did I get an upgrade? I think I get an upgrade here. I can now double jump. Yes! It takes an energy to do so. But double jumping's really great. It would have saved me from falling into like a million things of what's it called? Oh, hang on.
The secondary boost augmentation to the L.E.A.F suit should allow a Pathfinder to jump twice in sequence through the air, increasing the height and distance of their leap drastically. Report any defects to a commanding officer immediately.
Okay, so for people that didn't notice, I just read that little chat log right there, or that little transcript that right there that said like, the Amrita swarms are attacking us, which leads me to ask a very, very important question, which is, what the hell is an Amrita swarm? I mean, if this game has, like, combat in it, or something, that would be a very weird twist. Alternatively, I can see this game having a really cool chase sequence where it's just like there's just, like, this thing that's, like, trying to get me, and I'm just, like, running through and, like, running off these ramps and stuff like that. In fact, I would be pretty annoyed if the game, like, didn't have at least one segment like that. Like, that would be a big missed opportunity, in my opinion. That being said, I feel like that's exactly what's about to happen here.
Given how rarely a life seed is produced, I was so excited when I discovered there was one found in the valley. Apparently, the military was just as excited as they immediately confiscated it to study at the Soma facility on the mountaintop. They won't let me anywhere near it.
This thing's kind of... Oh, I see. This was like a womb for a life seed, basically. Huh. Interesting. Gonna go ahead and point out that, like, dong, when I walked into the room, kind of freaked me out a little bit, because I was just like, the Amrita swarm, here it is, oh no! But it appears to be that it was just like, empty shell. Kind of a long segment here. Wonder where this is exactly gonna pop me out in the world, because, like, in the overworld I never really saw an explicit, like, here's an end of a hallway type of thing that would indicate to me like this is where you're gonna pop out later. But maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Oh god! Well, I got my answer. Apparently over here.